Do you need information from that closed session?
I just need to do a roll call vote.
Okay.
This is a roll call vote to certify that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempt from open meeting requirements under the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and only such business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed session were heard, discussed, or considered during the closed session. Roll call vote, Mr. Townsend?
Yes.
Dr. Ariady?
Yes.
Mrs. Kimbrough?
Yes.
Mrs. Carson?
Yes.
Mr. Tackett?
Yes.
Mr. Farley?
Yes.
Let's stand and say the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. All right, we're at awards, recognitions, commendations. Yes.
Then we'll go here.
Do you want to go in?
Sure. So, members of the board, Ms. Carson, tonight we have a recognition of a community organization, PE Kids, and they're right here behind me. So they do a lot for you probably know more what they do for the school division than I do, but I've heard a lot about the organization and all they do to help kids. When there's a need, they come to the rescue. So that's always good. And, you know, being in education for a minute or two, we couldn't do what we do without the support of the community and how they support us and giving back to us and just helping us. It takes everyone to raise children. So, and when, just thank them for all that they do. So we want to recognize you. So if everybody could stand up and maybe introduce yourself and tell it, and if anybody would like to speak, just to give a brief overview of what your organization does.
Tiffany G. I serve as the Vice President, and I also want to recognize Debbie Sayer, who is our current President. So, thank you.
Patricia Little, and I actually used to teach here in the county. I taught here for 23 years, and this is my way of giving back to these students. Prince Edward is dear and near to my heart. So when Barb reached out and asked me about being a part of this phenomenal group, immediately I said yes.
Barb Ariady, I was at the elementary school for 30 years as a counselor for children. George Bagby reached out to me in 2019 to start this. He had read an article in the Washington Post about Alice's kids, and he wanted to model something like that for Prince Edward County. So he and I got it going. It was a little slow initially because of COVID, but now we are right in all three schools and doing a fantastic job.
I'm Tania Terry. I'm actually an assistant director for our local Head Start program. I'm one of the newest members of the group, so I'm really excited about being a part of this team.
My name is Shayna Miller, and I actually attended Prince Edward, and I'm also one of the newest members, and I work for Benchmark Community Bank.
And I would add, I was Shayna's third grade teacher.
Yes.
But
Thank you all.
just to close real quick, we are just so thankful for everyone for supporting PE's kids. Ms. Kimbrough has always been a sounding board.
I know we're not supposed to talk about
Go ahead.
but I want to say, I actually was a part of this group in the early years before I got on the board, and to see how much the group has grown, what an impact. I mean, it was George Bagby's dream that no child ever went without. And y'all are making that happen, and so thank y'all very much for every single thing you do for our children.
Just to give you a little more information, I think last year, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, you completed the request of 94 children in the amount over $3,500. So we appreciate that. Nearly double the number of students served during the 23-24 school year. And this is the most impressive piece, that the most requests are fulfilled on the same day and delivered to the school. That's faster than Amazon. So, and they like
Yes, we have several drones working.
That's good stuff. And most of the donors like to remain anonymous and just do it because we're giving people. So we appreciate all that you do, and I'm sure that you can see them at any school event, whether it's open house and different events throughout the division and the county. So we appreciate you. And a little plug, and any retired educator that I know a place for you, all right? I know someone, all right, that can get you right in the door, all right?
We're recruiting.
I had to throw that in.
Can we get a picture real
We
quick?
can do.
All right.
So who would like this?
She's hurting. You're getting it. Yes, Miss Carson. Y'all are gonna get together a little bit more. Thank you. Oh, perfect. No one's behind you. You're fine. You don't have to duck down. They're blocking everybody. 1, 2. Let's see. 2. Oh my. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So nice.
Thank you.
Right? We have a good time.
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Awesome job.
Yeah, open it.
Thank y'all again. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Thank you.
It's not till 5:45, so, we can go.
We'll come back to the public. All right, number 10. Need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Were there any questions about anything on the consent agenda? I'm skipping over. All right, information item. Elementary school construction. Update. Okay.
Pretty good. Sounds good. Ms. Carson, Dr. Jones. demolition work happening now in the cafeteria. And then we've got new transformers from Dominion Energy showing up later this month. Just some handful of photos there. Again, you can see some of the addition work happening with foundation walls going in. You can see some of the steel work happening there. And really, the bottom left and bottom right picture, there's inboard within the new addition. That's kind of at the intersection of the main entry coming from the right. Coming from the left would be the entry into the new library. That's really that new Main Street kind of connector that connects the two parts of the existing campus that will then be connected by that new addition. And then you can see there the third building, third image from the right, and the third image from the left on the bottom. Really the way the new main entry is starting to take shape. As students and teachers come back from summer break at the beginning of the year soon, they'll start to kind of questions for us? Yes, sir.
How does a storm like this affect the
So the schedule, the way the construction documents and project manual is put together, there are a number of rain days that are built into the schedule. So English has those kind of days built into the overall schedule. It's based on a lot of historical weather data for the area. So we haven't had a lot of rain days yet. It could impact this, but they build in critical path in their schedule, and they also include some float time in their schedule. So if some of the exterior activities might be impacted, they're able to go back inside and do some interior work.
float is a good name for the periods?
Yes, float can be used a couple of different ways in this case right now with the rain we're getting, also in terms of schedule. But there are a number of weather days that are permitted that they built into their schedule when they give that. So there are a number of weather days each month. It can vary anywhere from 5 to 6 to 8 days depending on the time of the year. When we start to see those creep beyond that, that's when we start really talking about ways to kind of adjust the schedule along the way. Any other questions? Well, again, we certainly appreciate the relationship and always happy to come back and provide an update. And again, it's been a really, really wonderfully smooth project so far, so I hope we can continue giving that news. Yes.
Thanks
Take
so
care.
much.
Thank you.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are going to go to the public comment part of the agenda.
Hello, how are you all this evening? I'm going to read.
Ms. Woodard, are you?
I don't, my name is Dawn Woodard.
Can you give me a minute, please?
Oh,
Give me a minute.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, that's okay. It's not doing anything. I was looking for my thing I'm supposed to read before public participation. But in essence, give us your name or your address, you know, when you go up there, and tell us, you have 5 minutes to speak. And that's, I'm sorry.
Found it.
Oh, good. The guidelines for public comment. The purpose of the public comment portion of the meeting is to direct comments to the board and/or provide information. The board listens to each comment and does not engage in the dialogue with the speaker. Comments should be respectful and demonstrate consideration for others by not referring to any specific person or personal incident. When the speaker's allotted time expires, the board chair will give a signal and the speaker should conclude his or her comments. Each participant has up to 5 minutes to speak. The superintendent will provide the speaker with a follow-up response on behalf of the board. Thank you for